Hey crew, it's Pitt, and I'm back on another reaction video. And today we got a brand new artist, and this one right here, I'm going to go ahead and transition before we normally do. This is one of those that I'm not going to get money off of, right? It's not going to get promoted, it's not going to get shared around, it's not going to do anything to grow my channel. It's really not. Hardly anybody's going to see this. It'll be lucky if it gets 10 or 15 views. But you know what? Those 10 or 15 people that make it here to see this video is for you. Because I deal with these issues whether or not it's going to grow my channel. I deal with these issues whether or not I'm going to make a single penny off of it. I'm going to deal with these issues and talk to the crew about how to deal with these issues, whether or not I'm going to make any money off of it whatsoever. YouTube does not like talking about the topics that I do. Most of the videos that I do wind up demonetized. Y'all don't know that because we don't talk about it like we used to, right? But I haven't been doing political stuff. I've been doing mental stuff, but they don't want you to be right in the head. So we're going to talk about this regardless of whether I'm going to grow or not. Let's dig into Anna Gray, Broken, Healing. Content warning. This following video contains material that may be triggering to some viewers, including material depicting mental illness, depression, and trauma. This video is based on true events.
I can't let myself, I think I ruined it before we begun.
Wait, what?
I can't let myself, I think I ruined it before we begun. Even though I left, you can't forget you never felt out of love. I don't know where I am, I'm hoping you understand. If I have to chase it, should I face it that it's over for us?
If you're in a hospital, face it, it is over for you.
I'm broken, I'm healing. Hurt me, I need a reason. I'm staying, I'm leaving.
Once physical violence has been exchanged, it is done. There is no reconciliation past that point because there will always be an option. And it sucks to say that, right? To be in a relationship, if you're in a relationship and you're hearing this, if they're putting their hands on you, it's done. You just haven't realized it yet. Like, nobody that respects you and loves you is going to put their hands on you in an abusive manner. It is not going to happen. They don't get mad enough to do it. They don't get drunk enough to do it. They don't get stoned enough to do it. There is nothing that will drive somebody that loves you to abuse you. Remember that. Like, it's hard to wrap your head around that, but it's true. They tell you that they love you because they're a narcissist and they're physically abusing you. They want you to believe that they love you, but they don't love you. No, you don't love somebody and then beat them. You don't love somebody and put them in the hospital. It is not a thing that happens. You hate somebody and do that. You can absolutely hate somebody and put them in the hospital. You can loathe somebody and put them in the hospital, but you cannot love somebody and beat them and put them in the hospital. You cannot do that.
I don't wanna hold on, but there's parts of you I'm scared to forget. You tell me how to move on with these visions of you still in my head. I try to distract myself, but it affects my health.
It's because you're distracting yourself with the wrong things. You need to be bouncing on up out of there. Make your plan and get an exit, right? Like, we want to put the emotions in a bottle and throw them away and then take another bottle and make sure the emotions stay away, right? That's what we want to do with that situation because we think that somebody loves us and we so desperately want somebody to love us that we will stick in a relationship where we're not happy. We're not, if there's physical blows being exchanged, you're not happy. You're not. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're one of those couples that likes it. No, you don't. You're just toxic. You're both toxic, so you get along together, but you're both toxic. If she's putting her hands on you, that is wrong. If he's putting his hands on her, that is wrong. Either way, it's wrong. No physical violence should be exchanged by people who love each other.
I've been so exhausted, feeling nauseous. Tell me where to
with a therapist.
How?
For real, like, people hate it when you say these things, right? You go to your friend who's in an abusive relationship and tell them you need to get out of this and get some help. They're gonna get mad at you, right? Because the narcissist has them wrapped around. You have to figure out ways to expose the narcissist for who they actually are. People get mad when you tell them the truth, right? I have a radical honesty policy on this channel, right? I don't lie to y'all, I don't lie to me, and I don't lie to God on this channel. And so I'm just going to tell you what needs to happen. And you can get offended by that, and you can get hurt by that, or you can do whatever with that. But the truth of the matter is that if it is an abusive relationship, you need to get gone. I know that it is hard. I know that you cannot just poof and go away all the time, right? Some people can. Some people have family in other states and they can just poof. Not everybody can do that. Make your plan. Sit down with a friend, a coworker, a police officer, whoever you need to talk to. Make a plan to safely exit and do it. Get yourself a little piece on the side and take care of yourself and make sure they don't come back. Because that's what that's for, that piece on the side. That's the great equalizer. That's so ladies can stand up to men too, right?
I'm broken, I'm healing, hurt me, I need a reason, I'm staying.
And as always, I am not attacking the artist, ever. This is talking about issues that are brought up because issues need to be talked about. These are the things we need to talk about. We don't need to talk about nobody's booty hole color. We need to talk about getting women out of abusive relationships. That's what we need to be discussing.
I'm leaving. I'm broken, I'm healing, hurt me, I need a reason, find something to believe in. I'm staying, I'm leaving. I'm broken, I'm healing, hurt me, I need a reason, I'm staying, I'm leaving.
You never get to say when you go home. You never get to say when you go home. You never get to say when you go home.
I'm broken, I'm healing, hurt me, I need a reason, I'm staying, I'm leaving. I'm broken, I'm healing, hurt me, I need a reason, find something to believe in. I'm staying, I'm leaving. I can't help myself, I think I ruined it before we begun.
Y'all make sure y'all get back over to Anna Gray's page and show her some love. Right? I'm going to do these videos whether or not anybody ever makes any money off of them because this is important to me. Right? Abuse is important to me. If you know my story, then you know why. But I'll give you a small piece of it. It's because I sat underneath a trailer in a trailer park one day on the edge of a swamp while my stepfather beat my mother over the top of my head while I'm hiding my little brother under my arms. And so it's an important thing to me. I don't have any cut for a man that'll just hit a woman, but I don't have any cut for a woman that'll hit a man either. Right? My daddy raised me, you never hit a lady, but if she hits you first, she ain't no lady. You don't put your hands in anger on somebody for no reason, right? Like, you are allowed to defend yourself from whoever it is that is assaulting you. And that's going to be a hard one for somebody to hear too. But if you're putting your hands on somebody, they can take you out. It is self-defense. Every single time you are in a fight, it is for your life. And see, that's what a lot of people forget about when they fight. I grew up not fighting for fun, right? I grew up not fighting because it was boxing or taekwondo or Krav Maga. I grew up fighting because if I didn't, they were going to kill me. I grew up fighting because if I did not scrap, I was going to get gone. And so I learned to scrap. I have full respect for learning to scrap. But you don't put your hands on somebody if you're not taking your life in your hands. If you're in a fight, It is it is a death match. I'm not telling you to go kill nobody or to end anybody. I'm never going to tell you to do that. But there is always the chance in every single altercation that a missed blow can take someone out. That is always a chance. And if you don't believe that, you have not paid nearly enough attention to the television, because they'll let you know. Accidental bar fight. Somebody's in prison for 20 years for accidentally killing somebody. Every single time that there's a physical altercation, a life is in the hands of both of those people. Any slight misstep can end it. Don't let anybody end you. If you see the signs, somebody's starting with the why didn't you, right? The whole picking apart everything that you do, violence is coming. Get ready to go. If they raise their hands and check you, violence is coming. Get ready to go. If they're telling you that you're not worthy, or if they're not building you up, you're not in the right relationship. If they're telling you you're worthless, that you have no value, that nobody wants you, if they're telling you any of those things, that is not the person to be in your life. That is somebody you are supposed to run from. Make your plan and get away. It is remarkably easy to say that. I understand that, but it is something that you need to do. Do not stay in an abusive relationship. Don't. I know that it can take time, but do not stay 1 minute longer than you absolutely have to. Because every single time that they take the drink or they smoke the whatever, or they come home and they had a bad day at work and they need somebody to take it out on, one day you might not make it to the hospital. One day you might not be contemplating whether or not you get to stay here or not. Somebody might have made that decision for you. And you need to get away. I love you. I want every single person on this planet to prosper. Right? That is my goal. That is my vision. That is what I pray for actively every single day. But if you're out here and you're putting your hands on people, you're excluded. Right? I want you to repent and return, but I am not praying for your benefit in the long run. I'm just not. Because you're making the choice to do that. That's another thing, right? You're not mad and you get mad and you choose to use that to strike out. It's not you just got mad and you couldn't control yourself almost ever. It's you got mad and you were like, well, I'm going to take this opportunity because I was already resentful for some stuff that happened 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to do this now. That's almost always what it boils down to. So this was great. It got me talking. I love to talk about these issues because they are important to me. Abuse is important to me. Besides the child abuse aspect of it that I lived through, the domestic abuse aspect of it that I had to watch my mama go through. That's a big deal to me. It really is. You will not do that kind of stuff in my presence, I promise you. I don't hang around with people that I think might be doing that kind of stuff. Like I have that little cut for it. I really just don't. If you talk out of pocket to your wife, we're not hanging out anymore. Period. This was great. Anna Gray, thank you so very much for it. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all get back over there and give her some love. Give her a like, sharing us up, throw her a comment. Let her know you appreciate what she's doing. I do. The link will be provided in the box down below. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. You're perfect, whole, and complete, just the way that you are. And this has been Pitt Stake. Peace.